Good morning. How you guys doing today? So the energy for today is a lot to do with transformation, a lot of changes coming through, probably endings, things that are going to help you change and grow to reach your full potential and achieve the things you're trying to achieve. I'm going to do 3 messages. So you can get a message from each one, or you can get nothing from anything, just you choose which one resonates with you. And I know sometimes the messages are overlapping, but it's confirmation. And if it sounds repetitive, it's because whoever needs to hear it's not clicking. Somebody's not getting it. So I have no control over that. We all have masculine, feminine energies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I think that's everything. I'm just going to go ahead and start because here we have, there's either karma's at play or there's justice. Some type of balance is being brought into a situation, okay? Now, however this began, it may have started as something that was very passionate, okay? And it seemed like it was something that was going to bring success or be successful. And you may have been dealing with someone who was emotionally mature, very compassionate, very loving, very open-hearted, kind-hearted type of individual. Okay, and there may be some type of reunion that's coming about, or you guys are just going to be partying or hanging out, or something to that effect is going to be going on. Now we have whatever that is when this get together, this meeting, whatever it is that's transpiring, when you guys get together, there's going to be some type of balance, okay? So maybe you guys are talking and it's going to clear the air, or whatever it is some type of balance, because they're showing that there's going to be a transformation. So through this, it could be an ending that's going to cause a transformation, because I do have the death card here. And typically, that is endings. People look at it like it's a terrible thing, and it's really not. It's just letting you know that this cycle is done and you get to start something else now. Okay, so it's going to be something that is very powerful. And it looks like it may have had to do with the love relationship, because I have the 2 of Cups here. So, if this was a relationship, there was a decision that was made and you're now leaving that decision, you're leaving that relationship, okay? You're going away, maybe you're leaving for healing, or you're going to move away for a more peaceful life, be a little bit clear-headed, whatever it is they're showing that you're moving towards this type of energy. And some of you may be going towards another person, because I have the King of Swords here. So this person is more logical. They're more like head over heart. They think more than they are. They act out of their emotional space. And it seems like some of you may be moving towards that. So, yeah. So that's what this is. And then maybe you guys were dealing with someone who was more, acted more out of their heart space, and they're now transforming, and they're now trying to be a little bit more logical in the actions that they're taking. Okay, and that's not for everyone, but that's for someone. Maybe you're leaving a person that's very emotional, and you're going towards another one that's more logical, and not so emotional. But whatever this is, some of you had some type of success, some type of recognition, there's some type of achievement that you have attained or you will be attaining, and you are going to get, it's going to balance the scales for you. So if you've been done wrong, or if something from your past has happened where you felt was unjust, the scales are going to be balanced, and that's going to give you a sense of freedom and allow you to move forward and release whatever it is that you've been feeling stuck to, whatever it is you've been holding on to. And like I said, for some of you, there was like this passionate beginning, maybe you met this person at a party, or you guys were hanging out together with friends, but there was some type of attraction you guys had, and you guys probably started a relationship, and if it's not a relationship, then you guys have an interest in each other, and it's a situationship that's presenting itself here. All right, but whatever this is, there's an emotional person here, and maybe they go for love. Like every time they'll choose love. Okay, whereas the other person, they try to be more responsible with what it is that they're doing, and they have a they have like a plan as to how things need to work out. Okay, but it's hard to do that because for some of you, like I said, you're moving towards this King of Swords energy, and this is someone you have a lot of passion towards, okay? But yeah, like I said, a lot of this is just revolved around a lot of changes, a lot of transformation that's going to be going on for you guys. So that's good, or you let me know what it is for you. So I'm gonna go with the first message here. Now, here we have that you guys are going to persevere in something that, whatever it is that you've been trying to attain, you guys are going to be successful, but Spirit needs you to believe that it's possible. They need you to believe in the miracle. So if it's something that you're just like, when pigs fly, or... Good morning, Janine. How are you doing? Or Joyce, I'm sorry. I'm so used to seeing Janine. How are you doing today? I feel very drained, so I figured I'd do this early so I can relax the rest of the day. Had a long ass week. So yeah, they want you to, believe that miracles are possible. So like I said, if it's something that you're like, oh yeah, when pigs fly, or when hell freezes over type of thing, then, try to say, okay, this is possible. This can happen, all right? Because the only reason miracles don't happen is because people are like, oh, that's not true. I don't believe it. And miracles happen all the time. It's the little consequences, the coincidences that we're like, oh shit, that happened. That's interesting. But people just discard it. They take it as it's nothing. It's really, those are little miracles. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm sure it will. I just need some energy. But yeah, they're saying that you're going to persevere in whatever it is. So don't feel like it's just done, okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. And again, they're bringing up unity. So some of you may be trying to manifest a union, okay? And it's important that you share love, all right? You can't manifest anything without having love. In addition to, if you're trying to interact or have some type of connection with someone, if there's no communication, there's no effort, there's nothing being done, what's going to happen besides being stuck and pause and there's no movement. So, you have to really sit with yourself and see where you're at. It's a give and take when you're dealing with another person. You have to give to the situation in order to get back. And again, they're saying, whatever it is, make sure that you are manifesting what it is you truly want. And I say mind, body, spirit, heart, all of it together collectively needs to make the decision. Not, oh, my mind says do this, my heart says go over here, but my soul's pulling me this way. You have a lot of directions you're being pulled in. You need to chill the fuck out, sit down, center yourself, and really see with totality within yourself. Where do I want to go? Who do I want to go towards? What am I trying to build? What it is that you really want to do, because maybe you have this idea that this person will be great for you, but your heart is stuck with another person, but your spirit is pulling you towards another individual. You can be pulled a lot of ways, and your spirit's going to take you to where it is that you need to go, wherever you're going to have the growth that you need at this time. Your soul is going to say, nope, I don't care if you love this person, you need to go to that person. Your mind is, well, this makes more sense and it's just more logical, and your soul's like, nope, I don't care, you need to go over here. Okay, sit with yourself and see what those feelings are for you and what it means to you, and then start taking practical steps. Don't just go from, okay, well, my spirit's pulling me here, so I'm just gonna jump out and jump over here. No, take your time, get to know the person, build and learn each other. All right, because there's something here where if you're not getting whatever it is you need from a relationship, if you're not satisfied in any shape, way, or form, it's almost like an emptiness, like you're missing something. But you have to understand that you are whole within yourself, whether you have somebody or not. You should be able to maintain your happiness, your life, whatever it is, by yourself. And when you invite someone else in to join you, it's because, you want them to add to your happiness. You don't want someone to make you happy, because that means your happiness lies with them. And when they leave, there's no more happiness. Now you're sad again. You have to heal yourself so that you can be happy with or without an individual. And if they leave, great. Okay, it was a nice experience. Somebody else will come in. You have to be complete within yourself, okay? You can't rely and be so dependent on somebody else making you happy, because that's not fair to them. You know, a lot of us don't even know what makes us happy, so to put it on somebody else is a big thing. You know, find what makes you happy, and then only allow the people that add to your happiness into your life, the people that really support you, the people that are really there for you, that care about you and want to see you succeed. Invite those people in. The people that are not so nice, that make you feel bad, that take from you, that take advantage of you, you know, leave that alone. Just push that to the side. You don't need that in your life. And again, there has a lot to do with a lot of acceptance here. All right, and it's stepping out of your comfort zone. You can't, it's hard, you know, especially if you're acting out of a place of fear. When you're acting out of a place of fear, it's hard to take the steps. Okay, you have to have a lot of courage to take that step, especially if you're traumatized from past things, or you've been hurt so much that you're just like, man, fuck this, I don't even have the energy for this shit. You know, and you may have met someone that sparked that interest in you, or that shown you that they're really dedicated, or they really are interested in you, you know, and you're afraid. But if you don't take that step, how are you going to know what's going to happen? How are you going to know if it's going to work out? You take the step, take the risk. You know, that's with anything. Even if you're doing business shit and you just kind of like, okay, well, you know, I like these people here, I'm going to chill with these people. But it's like, you have to grow. You have to expand. You have to add more people, do more things. You can't just play it here because your success is going to be dependent on what, 5-10 people. No, you have to keep on expanding, keep stepping out of your comfort zone. Once you see, okay, I've mastered this, go into something else. All right. And like I said, if you're a person that's afraid of commitment or any type of relationship, anything, you have to get out of that energy. You have to try to manifest what it is that you really want and move towards it, because whatever is going on here, there's some type of ending that's going to be coming about. Okay, if it hasn't already happened, it's going to be happening soon. And maybe it's a happy ending. For others of you, it might just be a sad ending, but it's something that needs to happen. Okay, and they want you to really focus on expanding. You know, you have to expand, and your imagination is like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like where everything begins. It's where everything starts. Okay, so whatever it is that you believe in your mind, whatever you can imagine, whatever you feel to be true is what you're going to create. And that's how you're going to be able to expand what it is that you want to create in your life. All right. So allow yourself to believe in the dreams. Allow yourself to go after these things. Allow yourself to believe that it's possible to have the success, to have the relationship, to have any and everything that you've been trying to manifest. Believe that it's possible. What's going on, Joyce? Are you feeling good? You okay? Yeah, so like I said, it's important for you to expand, and it's more of letting people know who you are and what you are and being authentically you. Because for some of you, there's some type of separation. You know, it could just be you're leaving your job, or you're trying to venture off and start a new business. You know, you're moving away, you're leaving a relationship, whatever it is, there is some type of separation that needs to happen, because there's some codependency that you have or that someone else has towards you, and there's some type of beliefs, that some programming that somebody may have that is influencing your decision or has influenced all of your past decisions in your life. Hi, Aknel. So whatever it is that you have going on, you know, you have to really sit with yourself and see how valid is your programming, how valid are your beliefs, you know, your morals, your values, whatever it is for you. Sit with yourself, because as you age, those things change. You know, maybe you had no morals, maybe you had no values, maybe you believed all the bullshit that was fed to you before. Things change. You know, sit with yourself and see where you're at, see what's important to you, what's not important to you. Because if you don't know what's important to you, you don't know what you stand for, then you're going to let anybody in. You're going to just talk to anybody that comes along and says, oh yeah, well, yeah, this is really good. And you know, no, have your standards, have your boundaries, know who you are before you try to invite somebody into your life. All right, it's really important. And for others of you, you know, if you're in a codependent situation, you have to leave that. And maybe you need to leave it because you guys have some differences in whatever your beliefs are, or you see things very differently. Maybe even have two religious backgrounds that are completely different. So it may be a little bit conflicting, you know, because there's very, very different beliefs. Excuse me. But they want you to ask for whatever it is that you want. You know, don't be afraid, because like I said, there's plenty. There's enough for everyone in the world. There's more than enough for everyone. You just have to believe that it's possible. You know, you have to find the courage within yourself. And that's where a lot of us fuck up. You know, we're afraid and we're just like, well, what if it goes bad? What if I don't succeed? What if, you know, this just goes horribly wrong? Okay, that's always possible. But what if it's the best decision you ever made? What if it's everything you've ever fucking wanted? You know, try to do that on a positive note, not on the negative, because you don't want to manifest that into your life. Now, some of you may be in a situation where the person you're dealing with tries to control you in some way, and they might do it by lying to you or omitting things or just only giving you pieces of what's true. And they do that to control your behavior, you know. And like I'm not for being controlled by I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't like it, you know. And as a human, I'm not here to be controlled. You're not here to be controlled. We're here to be free and live our lives to our fullest expression of what we want, not what somebody else feels is right for us, okay? And this person may seem a little bit narcissistic, and they treat you like they're better than you, or they have something that's better than you, you know, whatever it is. But they are not, you can't trust them, okay? You can't trust this person, whoever this is. You can't trust the situation, because this person seems like I said, they're very arrogant, almost like childish. So, and if they're not childish, it's like, maybe you've known them for a long time, but they're showing me like a very childlike energy, and it's someone who does things very, fuck the word. They're very spontaneous, like almost, they just, impulsive, that's the word. They're very impulsive. They make bad choices. They do things that are not right. And some of them may have even went into a commitment or had something to do with a commitment, and it's only because it's their insecurities. So because they're insecure, they do these things, okay? They try to control you. They act like a little kid. They make bad choices. They're very impulsive. You know, they do all of these things because they have their own things that they need to work through. They have their shadow work that needs to happen for them, and they might not even be aware of this. And here we have a feminine energy that's coming out that they're showing me is not speaking. So whatever this is, there's some type of energy that whether she's not talking, and it's maybe she's afraid of what could happen. And I don't like this because it's making me feel like it's an abusive situation. Whoever this feminine energy is, there's no speaking, and it's almost like she's afraid to speak, and it's like somebody needs to step in to intervene to help this situation or to help her get out of this. You know, and that's not for everybody, but there's someone that feels like they're really stuck. And if it's this feminine energy, it's like she's there and she's not speaking on it, and she's probably hoping and praying that somebody comes and helps or gives some type of intervention for her to get out of this. But whatever it is, there's going to be some transformation to this, okay? They want you to surrender to the transformation that is coming about for you, because everything that you've been going through right now has been a lesson. All right, whatever this is, it's a lesson. You just needed to learn something, because it looks like there's a gift, or there's, okay, if somebody's trying to give you something or gift you something or recently gave you something, they're saying it like it's a facade, like it's not real. Like whatever it is, they maybe have some type of hidden motive, or there's something behind that they're trying to give you. But whatever it is, you know, it seems maybe they're doing it, whatever they gave you, is because they want you to stay. They're holding on to you. They don't want to let you go. So they're trying to keep you in this place where it's like, this is your comfort zone. You already know what it is here. But there's, again, whatever this gift is, you can't take it as a face value, because it's like there's strings attached. There's something attached to whatever this gift is, okay? You take that how it resonates, because that's the message I'm getting. You know, It doesn't make sense. And for others of you, there's healing that needs to take place in regards to being codependent and having this type of energy of I can't do this, or I need this person to do this, or I need someone else outside of me to feel happy. You know, all of these are false beliefs, because we are whole, okay? We are ourselves. We are happy within ourselves. And when you get comfortable being alone, you'll realize how much you don't really need another individual to do anything for you or to even be in your life. And we have Virgo energy and Leo energy coming up here. All right, now these energies here, you know, you might be dealing with someone who's very detail orientated, almost to like they're like a perfectionist. They might be even really critical, but they are responsible and they like things to be in a certain order, okay? But they're saying that there are blessings that are going to come through, and it's going to happen after this completion occurs. All right, and whatever it is, because we have another energy that's very independent, so you need to get into this independent energy and confident and just kind of be courageous, all right, and what it is that you want, because that's what you need to shift from. All right, so whatever this fearful energy is, whatever this clinging, this codependent energy, they need you to step into being independent and confident within yourself, because again, they're showing me a transformation. And like I said, to read, like a lot of this is just transformation, changes, things coming about, cycles ending, okay? So all of these things, they're just showing me that there is going to be an end. And once you do that, you're going to feel so much stronger and more powerful within yourself, okay? Now that's the first reading. I'm going to go into the second one. Thank you, Elsa. I'm not going to say your whole name. I can't pronounce it right. So this other one here, the second reading, is there's some type of, you want something and you have a very strong attachment to the result. Like you have to have this specific person, this specific job, this specific house, car, whatever it is. There's something that you've been trying to manifest and you have a very specific outcome that you're looking for. Okay, so whatever it is, you know, you can do as much as you can, but like I say, you have to leave enough room for spirit to work. You have to leave enough room for all the other pieces to fall into place. You know, if you look at it like it's a puzzle and you're doing it with other people, then you're like, okay, I'm going to do this part here, you do that part, and they do that part. You know, if you're worried about the whole outcome and you're worried about what everybody else is doing, you're not focusing on your part, what you need to be doing. So it's not going to come together, because you have to let everybody else play their part. And then when everybody's ready, then you can put the pieces together and it'll make the whole picture. So it's something like that, okay? You have to let that go, because it's like a need to control. And a need to control is something from that needs to be healed, because there's like, this is how I cope. This is how I handle my life. This is how I can deal with everything, is by being in control of everything. And you can't be in control of everything. It's not possible. You're gonna go fucking crazy. So yeah, they're saying to go within. There's a lot of isolation. Maybe you've been meditating or just spending a lot of time alone in thought, and that's good, because these things are what brings us the tower moments. They bring us the clarity. They bring us the aha moments that we're looking for. Okay, so here we have, hang on, Tiny. And we have, again, coming together. So whatever it is, there is, whatever the transformation is, once you go through this and you like, you're going to reemerge, okay? You're going to come out and things are going to be better, and you might be able to either work with other people to help you achieve this thing, or that you're going to come together with whatever your person is. But understand that your happiness doesn't only come from one thing. It doesn't come from solely money. It doesn't come solely from being a good person. It doesn't come solely from love. Like, being happy comes from a multitude of things. You know, when people think, oh, well, when I have all this money, then everything's going to be good. And you see people that have all the money in the world and they're miserable people. It's because your soul needs something. Your soul needs to be fed. You can't just do the physical shit and not work on the internal shit. You have to be collectively happy. And this is why I say, when you make decisions, don't make decisions because it's logical and it makes sense. Because yes, while it may be logical and it makes sense, how long can you deal with that logical decision? Emotionally and spiritually, your soul's going to be crying out for something more. Okay, so at some point that's going to end. So why waste your time? Why do that to yourself instead of sitting with yourself in entirety and deciding, okay, mind, body, spirit, heart, everything is saying this is the best thing for me. You know, it's important for you to look at your life as a whole and make decision as a whole, not just as parts of your body. Like, you sit with yourself with everything. All right. And here we have, there's someone that have devil energy, but the energy is like sexual energy. Someone may have an addiction, like they may not be able to control their sexual urges, and that too is coming up for healing. Okay, we don't end up having these addictions or these urges or wanting something unless there's something broken in us. There's something within us that keeps saying, okay, well, I'm gonna go do this because it makes me feel better. I'm gonna do that because, you know, maybe you feel like you have control in that fashion. Whatever it is, understand whatever this person is doing, they have a problem. They have a very serious addiction to sex and they're trying to hide it. So whether you're aware of it or not, this person is doing all of these things and they're covering it up, okay? And be careful, because they might not even be using protection with whatever it is that they're doing. And the last thing you want is to catch something from this individual. Okay, and like I said, all of this was not for everyone. So you know your situation. You know if your person be vanishing and doing shit all the time. You'll feel it, you know. So don't just take it. If it's not you, then don't force it to be you. But this is definitely an individual that does a lot of shit that's probably not in the highest benefit of a relationship or themselves. Okay, because they need to learn to control that. And if you think that going out and having sex with random ass people is not a problem, you really need to sit with yourself and ask yourself why you believe that that's not an issue. Okay, because you're giving your energy. You're giving your energy to all of those people, and they're giving you their energy. And you don't know how many people they've been with, and vice versa. So now you have all these mixtures of fucking energy and all this brokenness and all of this shit that you're carrying around, and you're not understanding why you feel how you feel. Stop giving your energy to all these random ass people. They don't deserve it. Sit with yourself, heal yourself, and figure out why you cope through sex, why you need to have this physical connection to somebody else, okay? Because it's just a sexual connection. It's not anything more than that. It's literally just sex. So see what that is, okay? And maybe this person was may have been judged, okay? They may have been judged a lot when they were younger, or judged as an adult, or maybe they're even judgmental as shit. You know, it really just depends, because I know sometimes when you're younger, you know, it's your self-esteem, you know, when people are always picking on you, or they're judging you because of the shoes you wear or the way you look, or things you have no control over when you're a child, you know. Things like that, they leave an effect on people. And maybe this person was probably like, hey, you know, maybe all of these other things are awkward about me, but I'm good at sex. I like sex, and people like when I have sex with them. And that's maybe where that started. Is there's something deeply rooted in this individual that maybe that's where they get their confidence from, is through the sexual experience, because they know that they're good at it. Okay, but that's also a form of self-medicating. It's a form of self-sabotage, you know, because you're not giving yourself fully to a person. You're giving yourself to everybody. All right, and whatever this is, this might be something that haunts them all the time, and there's something they can't let go of. All right, and if you were with this person when they're doing this, you know, maybe they feel bad, maybe they don't, but it's something that they think about. Okay, and maybe it is something from their past that just sticks with them, because they're showing me right now, like, they're still showing me an affair. You know, they're showing me some type of an affair, something that they're doing at this very moment, that they're keeping it secret. You know, they're not letting anybody know, and it looks like it might be even something. Okay, so today, at some point in life, in this moment in time, somebody might be going and actually having an affair, and it's gonna kind of happen like out of the blue type of situation. And this isn't for everybody, but this is what they're giving me right now. So yeah, so you know, if you're dealing with somebody, that's kind of what's coming up. But there's going to be some type of surprise visit, some type of unexpected message, something happening, but they're showing me that it's an affair, someone that you have a connection with, some type of passionate connection with. And holy shit, they have twin flame coming out. So okay, you know if the person you're with is your twin, for one. For two, you should know if the person you're with has a sexual addiction or some type of problem, because either one, you've had the conversation, or two, the things that you guys have done together are not normal things, or you've heard from other people that this is what's going on, or you just fucking know. You just have this intuition and you just know that this is what they're doing. But yeah, whatever this is, there's some type of victim mentality. There's some type of release that needs to happen. You know, with the Eight of Swords, you sit there and it looks like you're stuck and it looks like you're tied up and you're bound, but you're really not, because you can wiggle out of that. You can pull the blindfold. You can get out of this. All right, and it's important to release this. And I'm gonna have to get a little bit more clarity, but we do have earth energy coming out, so it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whatever it is. And there's, again, we have union. Okay, so this person with the sex addiction, this individual might be projecting things onto you and might even feel like you're doing it just because it's something that they're doing. So if you find that you're getting accused of doing things and you're not doing it, it's because that's what they're doing right now. That's something that they got going on. But yeah, whatever, it's like they're projecting something onto you, and it's gonna come to an end. Okay, there's some change or something that's gonna come about that's gonna end this cycle. All right. But again, whatever this twin flame situation is, and it's like it's a love affair. It's like you guys are just, it's been a situationship. Whether or not it's still that, I don't know, but that's what's coming up. And some of you may even need to release this twin flame situation, because it's something that is keeping you bound. Like you feel like you're stuck, or you're like almost like a slave to this connection. All right, so you know, it's important for you to release that, because they are showing that, you know, whatever it is you have planted is growing and it is going to blossom. But right now it needs to be released. Okay, whatever this is, whatever is being projected, because there's some type of union that's coming about here. And here we go. All right. So you and your twin might end up having some type of argument, some type of drama, something that's gonna like be a tower. Okay, because there's a lot of emotions coming up, but there's a lot of things from the past, things that need to be cleared, things that need to be addressed. Okay, so whatever type of drama it is, there's something that's either not known or has been hidden that's going to be coming up. So be prepared for this, okay? Because they're saying it's going to be a dramatic shift. It's going to like just shift your perception. It's going to be that's it, just transformation. Like I'm getting so much transformation here. Whatever conversation you have with this person is going to change a lot of things. All right. And when this happens, it's going to have room for growth if that's the route you guys choose to take. But there is an opportunity that will be available if the correct effort is made. All right. So with the right amount of effort and whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to happen. And they're showing me fire energy. Okay. So we have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So whatever this is, you know, that there's going to be, that might turn into something that's very passionate, whatever it is. Like I said, there's going to be something dramatic, something drastic that happens that's going to be like, what the fuck, is this going to come out of nowhere type of energy. Excuse me. And again, here we have the feminine energy, and they're saying that there is a transformation coming about. All right, and you have to be courageous, and sometimes being spontaneous is good. But whatever it is you've been working towards, you're going to achieve it, okay? So if you look at this as almost like, you know, when you get pregnant, there's a baby, and you know your baby is growing constantly and changing and transforming, and throughout the 9 months, it's like it goes from this tiny little thing into a whole human baby. So it's the same thing with us. It's like you go through these changes, you allow yourself to transform, you allow these things to happen, and at some point you come out as something totally different. But you're saying you're going to be achieving your goals soon, okay? Because Taurus energy coming out. So you're going to achieve your goals very soon, and they're saying prosperity is coming in, all right? So whatever it is, you are going to be prosperous. So there's a lot of P's, if that means anything to you, the letter P. There's a lot of passion. You know, they want you to go after the things that excite you, the things that give you that drive. Like, yes, I love this. I want to go towards this. Your life should be filled with passion. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm just existing. Oh, this life sucks. Oh, don't do that. Go after what it is that fills you with passion, okay? And trust your intuition, because they're saying your heart is trying to whisper to you. Your heart is trying to give you a message that you're not listening to. All right, so trust what it is that Spirit's telling you. And if you have divination tools, then use them. You know, if you use cards for divinations, if you use a pendulum, you know, you use runes, whatever it is that you use, try, use them to get the answers, because they're saying you have to release whatever it is, your control issues. You need to let that shit go, because all of this trying to control it is causing stagnation, it's causing delays, and it's causing resistance. Because you're trying to coerce it to be in a certain way or happen how you want it to happen. You have to let things happen naturally. You know, if you guys are just getting to know each other, then go ahead and get to know each other. Speak to this individual. Give them the opportunity to get to know you. All right? Stop trying to control everything, because you guys have romantic feelings for each other, and you guys seem to have a good time when you're together, and there's a lot of laughing and just enjoying each other's company. But you have to release trying to coerce it into what you want it to be. All right. And they want you to not speak so much and just listen. All right. Because you'll be surprised the things that you pick up on when you're just listening, or when you're just watching someone, or you're paying attention to their body movements. You know, I observe people like that. I don't talk. I will watch you. And I'll see how you move. I'll see when something's different, when something feels off. And it'll be one little thing, but I notice these things. Be like that, you know, because when your body's noticing these things, then you have a deeper connection with the person. You know, even they might not even realize it, but there is a deeper connection there. Yeah, and I'm still with this twin situation that's being released. Is very interesting. That was the second reading. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the third. Now here we have, okay, this is something again that's happening at this moment. Now, if you feel that you're talking to somebody, or you're dealing with a person that maybe they don't take accountability, maybe they play the victim and they blame everything on you or somebody else, and it's just that's how they are, or they have the addiction, and you're like, well, maybe if I love them enough they'll change, or if I do this enough it's going to get better. You know, that's really not how this works. Okay, people will change when they want to change. If somebody's changing, like say, oh, well, I'm changing for you, that's not real change. It's, yes, they are changing for you, but they're changing for you to keep you. They're changing for you so that you don't leave them and go on to something else. They're changing for you, and it's a sense, basically it's manipulating you. They're tricking you into being with them or staying with them, because you can't force somebody to change. And if they're saying they're changing for you, they're not really fucking changing. You know, any man has ever told me, I'm changing for you. No, don't change for me. Change for yourself. When you decide you want to be a better human, then you come talk to me. Don't change for me, because that's not going to fly. Because then when somebody else comes along with you, you're going to change for them. You're going to change for everybody. No, be who the fuck you are. Be authentically you. And the right people will come to you. If you keep changing who the fuck you are to please everybody else, you're never going to be happy. And you're going to keep having to go through all these fucking breakups, all these fake ass relationships, all of these situations that are not benefiting you, because you're not learning that you need to be authentic. You need to be true to who the fuck you are and what your soul is calling you to do. You can't be whoever everybody else wants you to be, because you're always going to be lost. You're always going to be miserable. You're always going to have that empty ass feeling of, I don't know who I am. You don't want that, okay? And if you feel you can change somebody else, good luck. Doesn't fucking happen. If they are not ready to, Nothing's going to change. And I say this from experience because I've been through dealing with people with addictions, people in relationships, so much shit that, you know, you have to accept people as they are. If you cannot love them as they are, then leave them alone. All right? You can't just love people when they're good and they're happy. You have to be able to love the bad. You have to be able to love both parts. All right? So understand, everyone's accountable for their own healing and what they got going on. You are not responsible for any of this. But you have to really, really sit with yourself and see who the fuck you are in this moment and how much you've changed to be in the relationship you're in, or how much you've changed to have the job that you're choosing to have. You know, how much have these things changed you? So see where you're at in this, you know, because we can't change anybody else. We can only change ourselves and do the work that we need to do for ourselves. You know, we love to help other people, and that's great. Give them advice, be there, love them, support them. You can't fix them. And this person here is like, they may be really, they're really paranoid. Like, they're really paranoid, and it's like, it's something that they just have in their head, and it seems like it's some type of programming or belief from something that they felt before when they were younger. They were afraid, like, oh, you know, everybody's always going to cheat. Everybody's always going to do this. Everybody's always going to do that. So let me go ahead and do whatever I do, you know. When you're paranoid like that, there's healing that needs to take place. You can't just sit there and be like, everybody's out to get me. Oh my God. And this, because you're going to go fucking crazy. For one, they're going to stick your ass in a loony bin. And then for two, it's like, for what? For what? You don't know this. They're probably not doing a motherfucking thing, and you're driving yourself crazy. And the other thing here is this person may have cheated, you know, and it probably was a one-time thing, but they regret it now. They feel really bad about it now. So it's your choice if you forgive them, you don't forgive them. If you know about it, you don't know about it. I don't know. But your spirit, your intuition is saying that you know this is true. You feel it. You know this is true. Okay? So if this person's paranoid and always accusing you or saying you did this and you're doing that, and no, it's because they're fucking paranoid and they cheated and they still have stuff that they need to heal and let go of from their past relationships. Okay? So trust your intuition if you believe the person you're with is doing it, because they are. And they're saying that some type of information, something that's going to be shocking. Maybe you find out that they cheated, but it's something that's going to be like, oh my God, you know, and there's some type of energy that's like, it's a stuck energy, but it's like you're going against yourself. Like, you know that you need to leave, or you know that you're not happy, or you're doing something for another reason. You're trying, okay. So if you're in a relationship right now, you're staying in that relationship for not the right reasons. You're in the relationship because either there's some type of financial, something they provide for you, and maybe you're codependent on somebody else's feelings, or there's something that's being provided where it's like you're going against your personal self. You're going against what it is, your morals, your values, your beliefs. You're going against that, and that's keeping you stuck. All right, that energy is keeping you stuck because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And there's a masculine energy that's coming out here. And it may have been that this masculine energy went into a long-term commitment, and he may have gone into this commitment for money or for some type of financial gain or work, something that has to do with finances. All right, so that looks like this person may have, that's how they may have been a sellout, you know, like they went against themselves and went into this commitment knowing that it wasn't true. It was just for finances. Now, there is someone that's watching, and it's a third party that is either watching you on social media or has access to your phone, has some type of tracking or some type of spyware. Okay, but whatever it is, this third party is, they're on you, they're watching you, they're on your shit right now. Okay, so you know if there is a third party and if you are the third party, but there's something going on here. And again, they're showing me a divine masculine that's watching. Like, this divine masculine is watching, and it's like there's a time out. So maybe you guys haven't really spoken or, you know, they're not speaking to you and they're just watching you to see what you're doing. But whatever it is, you know, sometimes the pauses are necessary. The time out is, you know, divine intervention, allowing things to get cleared up. Okay. But it seems like this person's, like, their ego, their pride is, like, stopping them from communicating or stopping them from making the necessary moves that they need to make. If they if they went against themselves and went into this commitment, maybe they feel like it's gonna be like, oh my God, you did this and now I'm leaving, and they don't want to be talked about or whatever the hell, you know, whatever. But this person needs to understand they got to take care of themselves. Okay, if you don't take care of you, nobody's gonna take care of you. I don't give a fuck how much somebody claims to love you. You have to take care of you. Okay, and it's important for you, because when you realize this and you start caring for yourself and doing what's best for you spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and not what's best for everybody else or what everybody else is asking of you, you're going to start seeing a transformation. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling whole, because they're showing right now there's a lot of fragmentation. There's a lot of loss. There's things about you right now that you're not, you know, that's what you feel, you know, and maybe you feel that way because you went into a whole fucking situation that you knew wasn't beneficial for you. How the hell else did you think you were going to feel? You have to go towards what is beneficial for you, what is the best for your soul. All right. And maybe you experience some type of rejection, or you experience some type of loss that just left you very broken, you know. And for these things, you know, you call your energy back to you, call the fragments of your soul back to you, because we lose pieces of ourselves, and you don't want to have pieces of yourself all over the place. Call those things back in, because they're saying your guides are trying to help you. All right, everything is okay. Don't feel like, oh shit, the world's ending, everything's terrible. It's not. Your guides are with you. All right, and you know, I don't know, but I pray. Like, I literally every day I call my energy back to me. I pray every morning. You know, these are the things that I do for me. So do it for yourself, because you lose pieces of yourself when you go through bad shit. Now, there's something that might be intensifying. Maybe there's your desire to do better for yourself. Okay. But whatever it is, they're saying slow and steady wins the race. All right. So some of you may be experiencing, like I said, some delays, or there's some pause. There's no communication. And for others, it may just be some type of test that you're going through. All right, but you need to exhibit self-control. All right, you have to set limits, have boundaries with whatever it is you have going on, because you have to control yourself. There's nobody else that can control you, you know. And that's probably the biggest thing that pisses me off about a lot of people, when they're like, oh well, this person needs to calm me down, or this person needs to do this so that I can do that. No, you are a fucking adult. You control yourself. The only people that are not capable is our children, because they're children and they're still learning the fucking world. As an adult, you need to learn how to control your feelings, your anger, your sadness, whatever fucked up emotions you have. You need to learn to control that. It's not anyone else's responsibility. And if you have no control over yourself, that says more about you than anything else, because you're just reckless as shit. And you feel like it's everybody else's responsibility to take care of you and make you be better or do better, make better choices. No. If you fuck up your life, you're fucking up your life. I'm not going to sit here and keep playing fucking, what's the word? Almost like fucking referee. Like, hey, that's not right. Time out. Don't do that. Hey, stop doing it. Like, no, I'm not your fucking mom. Take care of yourself. Do what you're supposed to do, okay? Control your habits. Control your fucking impulses, okay? And learn to deal with your impulses accurately. And again, some of you may have, maybe on social media, or you have some type of public recognition, all right? And how it is that you represent yourself. You know, maybe you guys are very different in your style. But whatever it is, you know, you have to learn to take control of your life and what's going on, because that's the only way that transformation is going to come in. All right. And they need you to surrender to this transformation, because they're saying it's for the highest good. And if you embrace the transformation, then you will be happy at what you reap. But if you're going to keep avoiding this transformation, then you're going to just be fucking stuck in this stagnant, shitty energy of paranoia and cheating and all of that shit. You know, you're going into situations that are only serving a small aspect of your life. All right. And they're saying that when you go through this transformation, and probably in the process of going through it, you have to be able to effectively communicate your mind, what you have feelings, whatever it is inside you. You need to be able and comfortable enough to be authentically you and communicate that truth to everybody, regardless of if they fucking like it, they don't like it. It doesn't fucking matter, because it's not their life to live. Okay, it's not their happiness that's going to be impacted. Even if they hate the person that you decide you want to be with, does that person make you happy? Does that person support you? Does that person help you to grow and be accountable for yourself? And if the answer is yes, then that's a good person for you. Regardless of what anybody else thinks or feels about this individual, is what does this person provide for you? And are they good things? Okay, it doesn't matter what, oh, well, this person did this and this person did that. Maybe, but what did you do? What have you done in your life? Or were you a virgin when you got married? Did you only sleep with one person in your whole fucking existence? Odds are probably fucking not. So everybody needs to stop being judgmental as shit about everybody else. We all did our own share of shit, and some people have done worse shit that they've never spoken about and are quick as fuck to go and judge somebody else that's done nothing near as fucked up as they have. Okay? But understand, the situation here, sometimes you have to be broken down. And when I say broken down, like, you have to be really, really broken into almost nothingness. Because whatever this is, maybe there's a situation that it's like almost like beating a dead horse. That's the word. Like beating a fucking dead horse. You know, when you become so empty, you have to fill yourself. All right. And if you're in a situation that you've been giving and giving and giving and trying to feed and water and grow and nurture and whatever the fuck else, and it's not happening, let it go. It is time to release this. There's nothing else you can do. The wells run dry. It's over. Be done with it. Okay. It's time to fill yourself back up, fill your cup up, and go after the things that truly fulfill you and make you happy. All right. Because Spirit's saying that you have luck. Okay. They're with you. Their guides are helping you. So you have what you need. They're going to help you get through this. We have Sagittarius and Gemini energy. But whatever it is you've been trying to gain clarity on, they're saying the answers are coming in for you. All right. So just believe in the possibilities. Believe that the prosperity is coming, okay? Like I said, it's important for you to raise your standards, you know. Just, you have to believe that you're capable of anything, in spite of what everyone around you says, okay? And if you keep coming across assholes or shitty people, or people that are taking advantage of you or using you just for your finances, then you need to have a higher standard. You need to say, okay, well, I'm just going to make my standard so high that people ain't going to come towards me unless they actually can meet those. You know, that's where you want it at, because you don't want to waste your time. So don't waste your time. And they're saying money is on the way, you know. So whatever it is, you know, be careful, be smart about handling your finances, but money's coming to you, okay? However it's coming, but it is coming to you. And for others, there's some type of reconciliation. There's someone from your past. So if you're in a relationship or been in a long-term relationship with somebody and you know it's not serving your soul, you're going to go back. There's somebody from your past that's going to come back to you, that's going to fill that void, okay? And they're saying it's going to happen soon. So it's important for you to be clear on what it is that you want to manifest. And if you want to keep living this lie, then, you know, that's your choice. You can do whatever you want. But let go of the person, so that the other person, so that they can go live their life and be happy. Don't hold on to people just because you're stuck and you don't know what you're doing. Allow this person to live their life. You know, if you want to stay where you're at and deal with all this falsehood, your choice, you do it. But allow the other individual to live their life. All right, but they're showing me a reconciliation, and you guys have a very strong chemistry. Like, you guys are like magnets to each other. So it doesn't matter how many committed relationships you go into between now and 20 years from now. You're always going to be drawn to this individual, because this individual is your person. So if they're from your past, you probably either known them since you were kids or you had a past life together, but this is your person. And you guys have this, you feel this connection. You've never experienced anything else like it. okay? But they want you to see it through to the end. You have to put the effort in, put the energy in, and do the work, you know, to get to wherever it is that you're trying to get to and build the things that you want to build. It's important for you to do that. But those are the messages. Okay, those are the readings for today. I'm going to pull some self-care cards, see what comes up. What, baby? Okay, so first we have vision board. Okay, if you guys don't know what a vision board is, it's really like just cutting out pictures out of magazines or drawing it out and like pasting it up, so that way your subconscious mind is constantly seeing it and registering it and trying to bring it into fruition. Alright, this one here is rest. I need this right now. So really give yourself time to rest. You know, your body will let you know when it's tired, it's had enough. You need rest. You have to give yourself that. All right, and since 2 came out with the last one, I will read both of them together. All right, so for this one we have intuition and positive affirmations. You know, like I said, YouTube has a lot of shit, like a lot of shit on there. Find the affirmations, whatever it is you feel you're lacking. If you feel you're lacking self-worth, then look up self-worth affirmations. If you feel you're lacking self-love, look up self-love affirmations. If you're procrastinating, look up shit for procrastinating. If you can't keep your shit in your pants, I'm pretty sure there's affirmations for being faithful too. Find what it is you need, okay? You'll get it. It'll work out for you. I'm gonna pull crystal cards now, see what you guys need to hear today. Alright, so the first crystal we have is clear quartz. Get crystal clear. And this is what that looks like. This is a wando. Let me see. Celestite, it says soothe your soul, and that's what this crystal looks like here. Almost identical. But this has a lot of energy, and it helps you connect with it's the word I'm looking for, the cosmic energy. All right, now here we have blue lace agate. Find your calm. All right, so find your center, find your peace, find what gives you peace. It doesn't have to be what everybody else says or, you know, what everybody deems normal. Just whatever works for you, you know, because what works for me might not be the best for you. And what's good for you might not be good for the next person. I'm going to pull angel answer cards. You to focus on a question and decide if you want number 1, number 2, or number 3 to be the answer to your question. Okay, so for the first one is opportunity. Second one says unlikely. And the third says remain positive. Okay? So those are your readings for today. I truly hope you gained some form of clarity from this, or it helps you make a decision. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go ahead and relax. I'll talk to y'all later.